and I'm doing just fine. I'm always landing on my feet in the nick of time, and by the skin of my teeth. I ain't gonna stress, cause the worst ain't happened yet. Something's watching over me like sweet serendipity. And what will be, in the nick of time, and by the skin of my teeth. I ain't gonna stress, cause the worst ain't happened yet. Something's watching.
Hey you guys, I hope that you guys are doing so awesome. So I'm talking about this picture today. I know that you can't see it, but I saw this on the internet and it says, why eat raw? So this is a little chalkboard in the restaurant called Peace Pies. This is in San Diego. And I think I was looking up raw food restaurants in California just for funsies. And they have this in the restaurant. It says, why eat raw? And it's a list of 10 things. And I really just wanted to tell you guys about it. So, number 1, to strengthen your immune system. Now, this one I can attest to. Well, I can test all of these, but whenever you are eating the standard American diet, you are just being so hard on your body. Therefore, you're being hard on your immune system. So, if you guys know a lot of people who get sick every year or get sick multiple times a year, it's because obviously, we all know this, their immune system is lacking. But what is the immune system? It's the GI tract and the lymphatic system. So whenever you're eating a raw living food diet, you're eating foods that are kind to those systems. So therefore, you don't get sick as often. Now, I'm not saying if you're a raw vegan, you can never get sick, because you can eat the most perfect diet in the world, have a horrible relationship, have a ton of stress, have, 5 kids, and have just a huge amount of stress, blah, blah, blah. So do you know what I'm saying? You can still get sick and be a raw vegan, but the chances are just so much lower, especially if you're eating a healthy raw vegan diet. Number 2, to raise your vibration. Now, I'm going to speak to this from a spiritual perspective. So whenever I went raw, my spirituality increased like tenfold, and it was the biggest blessing of my life. And now I just feel like I'm so in touch with God, and I pray all the time, and it's not something where I have to go to a brick and mortar church building, every Sunday and live life like that, but it's to where I just walk with God every second of the day. And it's so beautiful. And yeah, I really think that whenever you eat the God-given living foods for every meal, it just really grounds you and it puts you in touch with Source. Number 3, to break your emotional attachment to food. So, I will say that I still have emotional attachments to raw foods. Some raw foods will bring back certain memories, and I will want them at different times, you know what I'm saying? I think that unless you are a breatharian, then you're still going to have attachments to food, let's be real. But we're talking about, like, breaking your emotional attachments to apple pie and Oreos and the unhealthy foods, you know what I mean? So I think that if you're eating healthy foods, having an emotional attachment or having an attachment to them in general, not really that big of a deal. It's real hard to emotionally eat on oranges, you know what I'm saying? So we're talking about breaking the attachments to the unhealthy, destructive foods. Number 4, to function at your peak performance. So I can attest to this. Whenever I was growing up eating the standard American diet, I was lethargic. I never did sports because I know this for a fact, I never had the energy to do it. So I just stayed home and ate Subway, you know what I'm saying? So, ever since going raw and eating healthy and getting in touch with my body, I have started to love movement. And so this started when I was 21 is whenever I started really being active, and now I do Pilates 5 times a week and Zumba twice a week, and I love going for walks, and I try to rebound 3 to 5 times a week in the morning and before I go to work, and I can't see myself doing those things if I didn't eat healthy. And I know that some people eat atrocious diets and they're still performing at a good level athletically, but I think that it's so much easier on your body. For example, after you go for a run or after you rebound or after you do Pilates, to like drink a green juice to neutralize the acidity that comes from exercising. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can exercise and eat unhealthy, but it's so much easier on your body and on your glands and everything whenever you're alkaline when you're doing that. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. Okay, number 5, to detoxify your body. Now, I talk about this all the time. This is I almost beat this subject to death, but so I won't really go into too much detail. If you want more detail on this, just click on about any other of my videos. But detoxification is absolutely going to occur whenever you eat a high fruit, living food diet, and it is the most beautiful thing in the world if you have any malady in the body or if you want to prevent a malady in the body. I call it the preventative parade. It's actually a chapter in my book that hopefully is coming out sooner rather than later, but yeah, join the preventative parade, detoxify your body, and stay on point with raw foods. Number 6, to reverse the signs of aging. There's many things I could talk about here. So as a society, I'm talking about America, but I know this goes on all over the world. We are obsessed with anti-aging, and whoever could find the fountain of youth would be like the most rich person ever. But I really think that we have found the fountain of youth, and that is eating healthy and moving your body, going out in sunlight. I'm not talking about baking for 6 hours in the sunlight, because I know people almost, want to walk around with a bubble because we've been so brainwashed to be afraid of the sun, but that's a whole other story. Thinking healthy thoughts, having healthy relationships, blah, blah, blah. I think that all of that in harmony, having a healthy relationship with God, I think that that creates anti-aging. And also not using, on a more linear level, not using, super anti-aging, toxin-laden beauty products, Like women are going out and paying $200 for a little jar of cream that's full of just God knows what, slathering it on their face, and then that just goes in and it ages the organs of the body that it absorbs to. It ages everything. So we've kind of got to figure out that we are what we eat. So do you want to be a burger that's already decomposing? Anything that's cooked is already decomposing. A burger has like dead flesh that's just going to go in and create more death in your body. Or do you want to go over here to the plant foods, to the oranges, the water-rich foods that make you just supple? And that's what I would rather do. I would rather use natural products, live in harmony with nature, and that is how I really think that you will age like a rose. But I don't know. Maybe if I'm still doing videos at 80, we'll see. But you can just look up Mimi Kirk, Annette Larkins. There's so many, Lou Corona even. There's so many people that have been eating raw for a long period of time and who look off the chain. Okay, number 7, to reach your body's natural weight. So I can speak to this. Obviously, when you eat the right foods, you're going, and you also move your body. That's super important. You're going to get down to your natural weight. Now, will you have a shredded body like these bodybuilders do that eat super low carb and just track every single thing? I would say no. I would say that you're automatically going to be lean if you're eating healthy, raw living foods and moving your body. But, you can still binge eat and eat like 3,500 calories of bananas when you didn't eat it, and then might gain a couple extra pounds. So I'm not saying you're going to be, because I'm not. Like, I think that I'm skinny and I am just fine, but do I have like the skinniest, leanest body in the world? No, but when you're eating raw, when you're eating vegan, chances are you're going to be the skinniest that you've ever been. Which is true for me. Hello. Number 8, to save time and money. So, let's be real. You can eat a raw food diet and it will be expensive. You can eat a raw food diet and it'll be cheap. It just depends how you do it. Now, saving time, yeah, you don't have to cook, but you still have to prepare your recipes. So I don't know if I would argue with that one, because honestly, when you're eating the standard American diet, you can just roll through Wendy's and, so obviously you can do this lifestyle however you want. You can spend a lot of time on it or you don't have to, but that one's kind of, I wouldn't say that's true for everything. Number 9, to have unlimited energy. Now, I can attest to this because I think that whenever you eat raw living foods, you detoxify your body, and when you do that, you strengthen your adrenal glands. You also strengthen your thyroid, and all of those things play a part in energy. And also, whenever you're just getting the correct minerals and vitamins, it like goes in your body and you can just perform at your best, and you can have energy, and you wake up in the morning and you're not tired, and you don't need coffee. Like, you're just full of energy. You know what I mean? So that one is something that I love. Number 10, to help the environment and lighten your carbon footprint. Now, we need to add a number 11 to help the animals, but that one's kind of a given. But yes, if you guys haven't seen Cowspiracy, see it. I mean, the number one thing that is ruining our world is animal agriculture. And I talk about this in my book that's coming out too. But animal agriculture is sucking the water from our world, and it is just wreaking havoc on the environment. So if you care about that, you don't even have to be an environmentalist. Just go raw vegan, and you're gonna help the world in such a big way. So those are the 10, really 11 ways to why eat raw and some benefits of eating raw. Hope that you like this video. If you want me to do more videos like this, let me know. I kind of like the list thing. I'm not a Virgo, but sometimes I act like it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Click like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!